Hi students, it's Dr. Newmark here. I am recording this video for you to tell you all about the white paper assignment for English 2220. So this is a brand new assignment for this semester, and I'm going to give you all the details in this video, hopefully get through it pretty quickly. All right, so it is a long assignment in terms of the prompt. So the assignment is called White Papers in the Time of COVID-19. Now, this white paper requires you to do pretty substantive lead-in research before you write your own white paper. So I'm just going to scroll through the assignment first. There's a background component, which is the thinking, planning, and learning part. Talks about white papers in general, what they do vis-a-vis the field of technical and professional communication, and what skills they exemplify that you've practiced all semester. The next section is the required elements of submission. You are going to be writing your own white paper, a 5-page white paper. You are going to be writing a reflective memorandum, 1-page reflective memorandum, and then you're going to have a one-on-one meeting with me. Those are the 3 required elements of this assignment. I want you to read this prompt in its entirety. Another thing that you will see when you are reading through this and exploring it and beginning your work is that there are 6 white papers linked at the end. This is your resource pool. So you can get a sense of how professional organizations, nonprofits, healthcare entities have been writing white papers in the context of COVID-19. But I do want to tell you one of the links is broken. This one, the Duke Margolis Center, just disregard that. This was just a batch of examples that I collected for you. So 2 of them then, the first one and the third one, those are from early on in the pandemic. The last 3 are much more recent. Now, the thing that I want to draw your attention to about those white papers is the way that they are designed. So I'm going to click through them right now. Okay, so I want to click through these white papers that I have collected for you just to show you some of the components that make them effective technical communication that I want you to emulate. So this one is from MITRE. You see that it has a nicely recognizable title that is clear, Stopping COVID-19, Short-Term Actions for Long-Term Impacts. You see that it uses white space consistently, chunked text effectively, and a heading hierarchy that is recognizable. So it has a overall title, and then it has these major section headings that are all formatted the same way. If you scroll through it, you see that it has tables and other graphics that are labeled. Again, you see that the paragraphs are all of a manageable size and important information is bolded. So if we scroll to the end, we see that it does indicate that there are references and they're available upon request. Some of the other ones that I'm going to point out to you have their references included in the document. So check out the numerical listing, check out the bullet points used in this document. I want to remind you that you need to pick a very specifically honed topic. It just can't be, again, as I've said, a research paper about COVID-19. You need to pick a topic about which you want to learn more information that you think you could inform a certain subpopulation about and potentially persuade them or impact their behaviors. Again, you're not selling them anything. You're not necessarily trying to make them make a specific decision, but you are informing them through effective document design, effective research, and rhetorical moves. So the second one is from a research center at Harvard, the Edmund J. Serra Center for Ethics, why we must test millions a day. You can see this is 31 pages long, so it's much longer than the one you will be doing. It has a table of contents. It has all of its references hyperlinked. This one uses like 1.5 line spacing, which is not typical, as you'll see across these examples, but it uses color effectively. In fact, it's using the colors of Harvard, so it's resonating with the sort of corporate organizational identity. Again, headings, subheadings, embedded graphics. So this next one is from ACGIH. the American Conference of Governmental Industrial Hygienists. This is a recent one, white paper on ventilation for industrial settings during the COVID-19 pandemic. This one looks more like the first one from MITRE. You see on the first page, it's got a nice bullet pointed list. This has basically an overview. This is the preamble. This explains why they are creating this white paper. Introduction and background. It's got some figures. Again, they're all labeled and cited where they came from. It's got headings and subheadings. It does have some inconsistency with the use of font face. Here they're using a sans serif font, and in the headings they're using a serif font. That's not a decision I would have made, but that doesn't invalidate the rigor of this entire white paper. Again, lots of graphics and chunked text. This is about a specific topic, airflow and ventilation, for a specific population, and it gives them the information that they need. This informs this population about something relative to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now this one is pretty visually interesting from OMDIA, a white paper, the update on the world's major healthcare device markets for the third quarter 2020. Now, if you want to do something that is visually impactful like this, you can use even PowerPoint to create your pages in this effectively designed fashion. PowerPoint actually just use the slide space as the landscape in which you design your content, or you can use Canva, and I'll quickly click to that. You can do a free trial if you want to use that for this assignment. So as you see, really nicely designed, engaging text on a specific topic, and it's using data points to engage the readers right out of the off the top. More use of visually engaging images and keeping a consistent and usable color palette throughout the whole document. Okay, so then the next one is the last one I'm going to show you. This is a white paper by CVS Health called Vaccinations During the COVID-19 Pandemic, Why They Matter More Than Ever. And to do something like this, using Canva or using PowerPoint to include very rich images, photographs, graphics is possible to do through those two utilities and many others. Again, I'm just going to scroll through this quickly just so you can see how the power of design helps the important technical details resonate in this document. Their headings are really nicely created in terms of being succinct, why vaccination matters. This is especially important to protect. And they go through identifying the populations that vaccination is crucial for. So this is an informational document. It's saying, let's give more people vaccinations at this time because there's a mutual benefit across all of these contagions that we're facing if we increase vaccination. Again, I'm just scanning through this to show you how they have designed it, and they have all their research sources end noted at the end here. Okay, so here's the assignment. Again, you need to come up with a topic that is narrow enough to cover effectively in 5 pages, okay? This bullet pointed list here tells you exactly what you need to do to come up with your topic. The top part of the assignment discusses white papers in general. So to conclude this video, you need to create a 5-page well-designed white paper that targets a specific non-expert audience at about a specific subtopic within COVID-19 that you're interested in and you would like to learn more about and inform a target audience about. You need to have 6 research sources, use headings and subheadings wisely, use design features and graphics, and you need to inform. And then you need to write a 1-page reflection. Please read this section. That's going to be the last part of your PDF packet that you submit. That's going to talk about your learning process. And in that reflection, you're going to talk about the SDC competencies. You're perhaps going to talk about the practitioner videos. Actually, you are going to invoke 2 of the practitioner videos. What I meant to say is you can use the ones from the discussion board, or you can use Cardella or Perlicheck. So you have the whole body of practitioner videos to choose 2 from. And you need to connect your learning in this assignment to your experiences before this class, writing and communicating, And you need to project towards how you're going to use these skills in future scenarios. And finally, you need to have a one-on-one meeting with me in week 15. You need to be prepared for that meeting. So please read all the details in this assignment, study the value breakdown, and look at all the resources in the appendix that I just showed you during this video.